and what kind of colors are in, and what kind of collection is there. So it enables e-commerce. By virtue of that, you can pick and choose. You can perhaps even have a view of yourself wearing that cloth, and understanding, would it suit you? Does it fit you? Does a medium suit you, fit you, or would the large fit you? So all these are use cases of immersed, if I can say, environment where you are in a 3D virtual environment, and actually somewhat interacting with what is a physical object, with what is physical. So it's a combination of digital and physical that you're looking across a VR headset, which is allowing you to do certain things. So Facebook, for example, Meta, has the Horizon workrooms. So I could have one of my headgears, VR headgear. You could have the same. We go on to a classroom. I have a pen and I write at my end, and it would actually write on the board in the classroom. You would do the same, and we would be actually discussing it as if we were physically in the same class, in the same room, and writing something on the board. So that's also a use case, and it's something that is there. So it's perhaps the beta version is out from Meta on this, but it is something that is developing. You can enter virtual rooms and actually be there as if you are physically, in your 3D form, present next to someone, and attending a class, attending a concert. So you could go to school, you could go to a shopping center, you could play games. You could actually play with someone on the other end, not in a virtually, but you doing a physical movement and the same happening on the other side. So use cases get enabled because of what the technology now allows you to do. It allows you to carry more data. It allows you to have reduced latencies. Which use case would pick up? Which use case is the best amongst all, is really something down to what users adapt to the earlier and the sooner.
That's true, right? So when we talk about the metaverse and the virtual reality, okay, so virtual reality is one concept that really intrigues me, and I have this question. When we talk about the metaverse and we talk about the virtual reality, how do we see it? How do we see how real is it going to actually get? That is my question. My next question. So, is it going to be pushing the boundaries between fiction and what's real? Is it going to be completely different? How is it going to be? That's my question.
Interesting one. So you're right. So number one, metaverse is exactly that. So the realities or the boundaries of what reality is keeps changing. So one was obviously the augmented reality. So you could take a picture, and then at the behind it or around it, you could add things virtually. Take a picture, add a vase behind it or something, and augment the reality of the picture itself. Then you could have something which is virtual anyway. So it's digital in content. It's a shape representing me, for example, and it's we're talking of mixed of virtual reality. What gets enriched and the way we go towards the metaverse is when we go on to mixed reality, or extended reality. So it's a hybrid reality per se, in terms of merging what we just talked about, the real and the virtual worlds. And by virtue of that, we create a new environment, a new visualization, where the physical and the digital objects coexist and in fact interact, and that too in real time because of what the latencies now allow. Again, extended reality to me refers to the same with certain added aspects to it, sensory aspects to it. It's still a real and virtual combined environment, human-machine interactions generated by computer technology, generated by wearables. So to answer your question, it's a mixture. We're talking about various realities that we call. So AR, VR, MR, XR, these are all what we call the realities. The R stands for the reality. So you could have augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality, extended reality. The last two in particular are hybrids of real and virtual worlds. So it's a, it's it's about how me as a real world bring in on top a virtual world and produce a new environment and new visualizations and have physical and digital objects coexisting and interacting in real time aspects. Extended reality again refers to real and virtual combined environments, refers to human, human to machine interactions generated by computer technologies, aided by wearables. So um, the, the things that are physical, things that are real and virtual put together with the augmentation coming from the virtual aspects build on the metaverse. So use cases then grow in terms of shopping, e-commerce. It is meant to help e-commerce. It is meant to help economies per se when by enabling that. So whoever could not have spent now can spend because the person can make a more informed decision because of what this has enabled to do. So in terms of the metaverse and how we use it, um, Facebook with its platform, Horizon, Workrooms, etc., are the users of how the metaverse can be exploited, if I can say so. You can, when I say exploit, is that depends how much you take it forward. Could you actually go to school and have that class over there? Could you actually, give that lecture and have that adoption across? But we're getting there, and I think COVID-19 has also kind of pushed to enable that. So if that environment was there, I'm sure we would have picked up even more quicker.
True. Right. So